You know, Seth MacFarlane doesn't exactly have the best of track records when it comes to what audiences and people like me generally find funny. Like, for instance, he'll do something funny in one episode of Family Guy, and then maybe the next episode he'll do something just to completely undermine it, like the death of Brian or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, Ted 2, the sequel to the original Ted. Original Ted is, yeah, it's funny. It's got its moments. Even though it does just feel like a giant episode, a big episode of Family Guy. Which, yeah, for what it's worth, it's funny. Ted 2, on the other hand, it has its moments, I guess. It's not that the comedy isn't it's not like it isn't funny. There are bits that are funny. The problem is, it's just more of the same stuff, really. I don't know what his motto is when he's writing, but it seems to be that if it made him laugh once, it's worth doing about 2-3 more times or something. Because there's so many bits I'm sitting there going like, they use that joke about 3 times. They use certain jokes 3-4 times or something. To the point where I'm like, I get it, repetition. But to the point where even some lines and even some plot points from the first movie are just recycled in here, like Giovanna Ribisi playing another villain. But the premise alone itself does give me a bit of a laugh. Anyways, Ted gets married to his girlfriend, Tammy Lynn. Also to note is that Mark Wahlberg's character, John, is divorced from Mila Kunis. So right there, completely undermining the whole point of the first movie. But, what do I know? Completely undermining the whole point of the first movie in about half a second, which, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, anyway, she gets married, and what it is, they want to have a child. They want to adopt a child. But, unfortunately, Ted doesn't classify as not a human, doesn't classify as a living thing, as a person. He just classifies as property. So the whole film is really just trying to get a case together to prove that Ted is in fact a person, a thinking, feeling, independent thought type person. And really the film kind of just takes off from there. Some recycled plot points, a lot of recycled jokes, some decent bits of humor, one scene in particular that made me laugh my head off. Amanda Seyfried being beautiful. God damn, she is beautiful, Amanda Seyfried. But yeah, then the movie's over. With some laugh out loud moments. There are bits that I do think are funny. One particular bit in I'm sorry, I can't speak today. One bit in particular, that's what I was trying to say. That it's a sort of Jurassic Park reference, but how they go about it and what they do with it, I was just dying. Everyone in the theater was dying of laughter. But the problem is, the comedy just feels like more of the same, really. But quite literally, both jokes from the first film and jokes within its own self. There are some decent bits there, but Ted's life pretty much coming down on him. Like the identity crisis, he's not having the identity crisis. Everyone else is having the identity crisis on him. He sort of questions his own validity at times. So that's how it goes. But yeah, Seth MacFarlane film, I don't think he quite understands how comedy and films work. What works for television does not work for film. There's certain boundaries in television that he's managed to break. With films, to an extent, you can almost you can do whatever you want. You can pull no punches or whatever. You don't have, sorry, what am I saying? There's no real barriers when it comes to comedy and film at times, I think. And I don't think he really gets that. It also plays out like a giant episode of Family Guy, so whatever. But it's okay, I guess. Just like, there's definitely better films out there at the current moment, like Inside Out, which I need to get to in another video. Ted 2 gets a 6 out of 10. There are some funny, I was having fun, though, at times, and, some decent bits here and there, and, I do like, there one scene, that the whole bit finale is sort of takes place at New York Comic Con. I like how they're just poking fun at nerds and other stuff, and a lot of good product placement. I wanna play Halo 5 now, Guardians. But yeah, Ted 2, this might be all over the place, but it's just kind of, it's okay. But yeah, that's all I have to say. See you guys later.